to the sky. Never let adventures pass you by. Be free and follow your crazy dreams. We're living our vision in the RV. Come ride with us and you'll be free.
Over the past 5 years traveling full-time, we have seen a lot. California is such a big state and has so much beauty to be explored that we thought we'd put together a few of our favorite places in a 3 to 5 day planned trip. Because the key to an epic road trip is balancing the time you spend driving and the time you spend exploring. If you're traveling by RV and need a place to stay close to the entrance of the Redwood National Park, we recommend the Elk Valley Casino in Crescent City, California for a free stay. Start your journey down the US 101 where you'll find a few places with gorgeous views. Be sure to stop and take a few minutes to capture some photos for memories. Thinking we gotta get a picture here.
I think so. Look for the gray striped bark, and of course the size is definitely a giveaway.
The size is definitely a giveaway.
Huge, but they're the gray striped bark, I think, like that one right there.
Our main stop starts at exit 765 to get on the Newton B. Drury Scenic Parkway. Any vehicle of any size can be on this road. That's crazy. There are plenty of well-marked trails and pullouts for vehicles of all sizes along the parkway. This road is about 10 miles long and will likely be one of the most stunning drives of your life. So you read it's like 100 feet in? Is that big or what?
That's
Go stand by it. Wait for it. Allow at least 20 minutes to drive the length of this road without stopping. That will end at exit 753 back on US 101. About an hour and a half from this exit is the entrance to the Avenue of the Giants.
I'm ready for big trees. Let's go get some big trees.
Woo!
Big trees.
The Avenue of the Giants is a fantastic tour of these stunning natural treasures that takes you through the ancient redwoods of the Humboldt County Redwood State Park. It is named after the coastal redwoods that tower over the route. The road is a former alignment of US 101 and continues to be maintained as a state highway as State Route 254. Dyerville Overlook.
And Dyerville was a stagecoach stop, a shipping port, and a crossroads town that played an important role in the early settlement of this Redwood area. And it was completely destroyed by the flood of 1955. And then if we go overlook over there, I think we can see the Rockefeller Forest.
Well, remember, you're not going to overlook if you just look over.
Okay.
We learned this in Bar Harbor. You know, the harbor of Bar.
Right. On the other side of our country.
Well, actually, it was Acadia Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we didn't overlook nothing because
No.
all we did was just looked over. Hey, there it is. I didn't overlook nothing.
Okay.
And don't forget to stop near exit 656 to see the Shrine drive-through tree. About 40 minutes south on US 101, you will find the chandelier tree at the drive-through tree park. It is a 276-foot tall coast redwood tree in Leggett, California, with a 6-foot wide by 6-foot 9-inch high hole cut through its base to allow a car to drive through. Its base measures about 16 foot in diameter. If you have an extra 2 days, we recommend driving over to spend some time in South Lake Tahoe. You'll want to allow 1 day to drive the perimeter and 1 day to walk around as well as take a boat tour. The boat tour will give you some great history of Lake Tahoe and the area. The core shopping area is in Heavenly Village and the Village Center area, but you'll find fun and interesting shopping in a number of spots, including the 4 casinos and the crossing. If you don't have the extra time, then continue on down to our next stop that takes us to Yosemite National Park. If you don't have a reservation, you can still visit Yosemite. Without a reservation, you now must arrive at the entrance station before 5 a.m. or after 4 p.m. They recently changed that time from 6 a.m. to 5 a.m. Coming in on Big Oak Flat Road, we recommend turning on Tioga Road to make your first stop at Tuolumne Grove. Tuolumne Grove is a place we missed during our trip, but with it being so close, we recommend stopping to see this if you have the time. You will have to hike just about 1.5 miles to reach the Tuolumne Grove, but it should be well worth the work to enjoy these massively beautiful trees with a lot less crowds than the Mariposa Grove at the south end of the park. This area is about 16 miles west of Yosemite Village. Next, head back down to Big Oak Flat Road and make your way through Yosemite National Park and enjoy the views of places like Yosemite Valley Vista Point, Yosemite Valley View, and many more. Be sure to stop at El Capitan for a photo op. At more than a half-mile high and 1 mile wide, El Capitan is the tallest exposed vertical face of granite on Earth. It's more than twice the height of the Empire State Building, which is 1,250 feet tall.
Says it includes nearly 1,200 square miles of mountainous scenery, including high cliffs, deep valleys, tall waterfalls, ancient giant sequoias, and a large wilderness. Now I did see a sign over there. It mentioned the Bridal Veil waterfall, which is really tall.
We passed that, I think.
Well, it's talking about the restoration process, I think it was. So it's closed. Like, I think normally you could take a trail there.
Oh,
But
But
they're
it's
working
closed.
on it, evidently.
the trail probably.
Yeah.
We always stop at the visitor centers at every national park just to pick up a few tips from the people who know these parks the best. They often can help you make the best of your time and give plenty of helpful tips and updates on possible road closures that will help you save more time. And don't forget to visit Yosemite Village. It's a great place to get a souvenir and grab some lunch.
As far as beauty,
That's a bug.
California is
We got bugs too.
California is probably right at the top of our list
Yeah.
of favorite states, just because of the beauty. The-
Such a huge state. There's just so much to it.
next recommended stop takes you to the Sequoia National Park to see the General Sherman giant sequoia tree, located at an elevation of 6,919 feet above sea level.
You guys ready to see General Sherman?
With a height of 275 feet, a diameter of 25 feet, and an estimated age of 2,300 to 2,700 years, it is nevertheless among the tallest, widest, and longest lived of all trees on the planet.
The shuttle does come right here, picks you up, takes you here, and so that way it's a really short walk. It's just there. You don't have to walk near as far. Looks like it is wheelchair accessible here too.
If your vehicle is under 8 feet tall, don't forget to take the drive to Tunnel Log Drive-Thru Tree in Sequoia National Park. Tunnel Log is located in the giant forest area along Crescent Meadow Road, just a half-mile past another famous Sequoia National Park feature called Morro Rock. To end this California trip, we recommend heading over to Death Valley National Park for a completely different landscape. This below sea level basin, steady drought and record summer heat make Death Valley a land of extremes. Yet each extreme has a striking contrast.
This was all once underwater. You know, it was a big lake with mountains kind of at the top, and silt and volcanic ash would go into the lake and settle at the bottom. But then since then, seismic activity has brought all of that up to the surface to what we see here now.
And that, our friends, is our best 3 to 5 day road trip of California and its national parks. Now it's time to call it a day.